It's time to blow your own mind. Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where I share the tools that you need, that I need, we all need, to live the life that we deserve, to make incredible memories, to really write the story that really is the true bestseller, the one that we want to read. I love reading your comments, speaking of reading. When I see you engage and I see you tell me the value that you got, or the aha that you got, or the BOL that you received from one of the episodes, it means everything to me. In the episode, How to Overcome Procrastination, Tamar says, procrastination is showing up for you last. OMGBOL. That was an awakening, right? When you realize that when you procrastinate, you're showing up for yourself last. That's huge. I love your OMGBOL. And Mary Augustine says, I needed to hear this, Lisa. Wow. I didn't see the significance between procrastination and self-love. Yes. You know, procrastination is really putting off your own desires. Procrastination is putting yourself last. Procrastination shows up when we are so used to putting everyone else in front of us, or we're actually afraid to do that thing that we say we want to do because we're not sure if we can handle the outcome. But the whole attachment to procrastination and self-love, what you can do tomorrow, why not do today? What you can do today, why not do right now? You know, one of my team members talked about reading a book called Touch It Once, which means if you can touch it once and get it done, how much more productive will you be? So I decided, without even reading the book, to be honest with you, I was gonna try it. Well, I didn't get to touch things once, but it really cut down the number of times I touched it. Some things I touched once, but for the majority of the times, I only touched it twice. Oh, the productivity that you have. So thank you so much, Tamar and Mary, for your feedback. One of the first steps to releasing anger is to understand the power of anger. You know, anger is an emotion that brings with it so much anxiety, stress. It's a shutdown emotion. It literally is a shutdown emotion. And it's an emotion that we never invite in. It's very intrusive. It intrudes and it causes us to be smaller than we want to be. It causes us to not stand in our glory and in our greatness. It causes us to be absent of love or absent of, peace of mind. Anger doesn't live with those things. It's like oil and water. And so to truly understand the power of anger, you have to first understand the power of forgiveness. So let me first explain to you what forgiveness isn't. Because most people won't forgive because they have an incorrect understanding of what forgiveness is. So forgiveness is not pardoning someone's behavior. It's not excusing someone's behavior. Forgiveness isn't admitting that you were wrong. Forgiveness isn't saying what was done to me is okay. Forgiveness isn't any of those things. Forgiveness actually, if you really understand it, it has less to do with the other person and more to do with you and more to do with your future. Let's go back to the oil and water scenario. So forgiveness invites in love, invites in possibility, invites in prosperity. It invites in new thinking. It invites in creativity. So forgiveness is an expanding emotion. When you forgive, you're opened up for new things. Anger is a contracting emotion. It requires you to shut down, to avoid, to shut out, to stop talking. Everything in anger is about stopping and shutting down. Everything about forgiveness is about opening up without pardoning someone's behavior. I want to make sure I'm clear on that, because most people attach forgiveness to, but you don't know what he did, but you don't know what she did. When you can detach, forgiveness is not about what they did. Forgiveness, get this, Forgiveness is about making yourself available. Think about your body is primary real estate. There's only so much of it. It's a finite space. There's only so much space. It's not forever. This is your body. So if this is your primary real estate, your heart, and you have anger occupying 20% of it, you can never experience 100% love. You can never experience 100% possibility. You haven't given yourself a chance at 100% of the things you want most, because your primary real estate, your heart, your body, your mind, is being occupied with a very intrusive, toxic emotion. Less and less about them. Nothing to do with them being right or their behavior being pardoned or the action. It's your future is paying for your past when you hold on to anger. So when you get really connected to the cost of anger, then it's not about the what. Matter of fact, the longer you've been angry, the longer you've robbed yourself of 100% of what you were worthy of. And if someone's betrayed you, if someone's hurt you, then you over everyone deserve 100% love, 100% possibility, 100%. But it requires forgiveness. And in many cases, it's forgiveness of yourself. In many cases, the person you've been angry at the longest is yourself. And the same rule applies when it comes to you. And so when you ask the question, how do I overcome anger when I've been angry for so long? First, admit that you're tired of being angry. Because something is familiar doesn't mean you like it. And a lot of times we get resigned in a familiar emotion. Just because it's familiar doesn't mean it's the emotion of choice. It doesn't mean it's the familiar, doesn't mean favorite. It just means familiar. And so if you're willing to exchange your familiar emotion for an emotion of possibility, an emotion that you deserve, an emotion that you want more, then you will, separate from the person, you will redesign your relationship with anger in and of and by itself. So I say, anger is going to come. I get angry. Anger just doesn't have permission to take up real estate in your primary. It doesn't have permission to take up any of your primary real estate. Anger will come. And as fast as it comes in, begin to do the work. It doesn't magically disappear. Begin to do the work, which is why you're here on this channel. Begin to do the work to allow anger to keep on moving. Because when anger comes and stays, now you're inside of a reservoir. You're not a reservoir. You want to let anger keep moving like a river. It will come, but it also has to go, because there's something else on its way to you. There's love, there's possibility, there's excitement, there's joy, there's peace of mind, and it has to have space to sit and be with you. And you deserve that. The bottom line is you deserve to live without anger occupying. Let me say that in a more powerful way. You deserve to live with peace of mind and joy and possibility and love. You deserve to live with peace of mind, possibility, love, and joy, and not at 50% and not at 85%, at 100% based on the life you've lived and what you climbed over, what you've gone through, the mountains you've had to make bow down. You deserve love like nobody else. You deserve joy and peace of mind beyond what you've ever seen. And so in order to give yourself the absolute opportunity to get all you deserve, don't let anger stay close. Trust me, I know personally. Remember, this show is not a monologue. It's a dialogue. It's a dynamic conversation between you and I. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you get out of this particular episode. Have you been angry for years at something or someone, including yourself? What was the aha here? What was the BOL, the breakthrough out loud about anger or about forgiveness that you needed to hear right now in this moment? Leave me a comment below. I love to hear from you. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting on? And always look out for more delicious, courageous conversations right here on this channel. Why? Because this is your home. Welcome home. And we are your tribe. This is your community. And I'm your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And every single time I say I believe in you and I love you, it is not because I have a shortage of words. We all know that. It's because I do. I believe in you and I love you. And I can't wait to see you real soon.